up the exhaust. Basically cut the exhaust free. That's a decent amount of view. I hope we find roasted nuts. I mean, yeah, I hope we find something under there. I really don't think we will. But even if that isn't the case, that catalytic converter needs to be replaced. Like, it's not doing anything. even if it's not clogged, we need to put a more modern cat on there. And it'll probably free up some horsepower anyway. I think this is the shortest clip in which we've seen every car in the fleet, even Sally and the Brat. Just a tour. All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna begin by just getting right in there. The decision was made. We are gonna cut the flange off of the cat for two reasons. The number one reason, the flange is corroded, so I can't use it again. Number two, the replacement cat doesn't have flanges on it, so we will end up having to make a slip joint there anyway. So it doesn't really matter. And number three, it's gonna be a hell of a lot easier. So that's the reason. That's the reason for the season. I purchased new blades and then Powers bought me some more. Powers got me nicer ones than I got myself though, so I'm gonna use the ones Powers got. To Soft, thank you for 4 years. Nearly forgot to say. Time to break them immediately. Man, Sawzall blades are expensive. They're like $11 for 5 of the things. I wish I could live a lifestyle where that wasn't expensive, but it is. And they're very stuck. How often do they break? They don't last long, that's for sure. You'll get like 2 or 3, big cuts out of a blade before it's dull, and then you'll get another 2 or 3 cuts out of it where it's too dull to actually use. 48 months is 4 years. Yeah, you got the funny looking 4 now. Does your hydraulic jack have any safety locks on them? These are quick jacks. They do indeed have safety locks. Yep. So it is not resting on the pistons at all. It is purely resting on these guys right here. On both sides. Never rely on a hydraulic piston to hold a vehicle up. I keep seeing ads for the airbags. Sure, use it, fine. Lift it up in the air. Put a jack stand under the thing though. Don't rely on a pressurized device to hold a vehicle above you. That just ain't smart. Okay, oh, I didn't realize how much stuff I left under there. Neat. And by neat, I mean annoying. Adding to the giant list of things I want. These are the 7,000 purchased for the theory that we could lift my big ramp truck with them. But personally, although they do go nice and high up in the air, which is great, I think I would get the smaller ones if I were gonna buy them again, just because these are so heavy that I can barely move them myself. Okay. But they are super handy. And they're the best I'm ever gonna get as far as a lift-like situation. Take the death wheel out of here. We're not going to use it. Is the shield under there? No. Is it not? Was I not using a shield? Surely I was. It ain't on there though. Okay. Pine
Ship my
cone.
pants. Right here? Ship my pants, you're kidding. You can ship your pants right here.
Phantom Pinecone shipped their Twitch Prime, right here.
Well, let's hope I don't do anything that makes me shit my pants right now. That'd be good. Thank you, Pinecone. That should do it. We'll get the least grungy pair of gloves we can find. Grungy pair. I'll show you my grungy pair. Oh, I got a finger. Okie dokie. Down we go. This should be relatively simple. Straightforward and, all of those words that aren't true. I'm sure this is going to vibrate everything, so I'm sure I'm just going to get showered in spiders right now. Which is great. Simply love it. All right, to say that was easier than what we were doing would be a vast understatement. All right, first thing I want to see is how clogged it looks. Or if it's been hollowed out. That's hollow. Well, so much for that theory. I mean, there's debris in there, but oh no, maybe oh, it's been busted out. Yeah, I see it now. Yeah, it's not actually hollowed out, but the first layer of it is busted. So like I said, that cat was doing nothing. I guess I'll have you look up in there, but I doubt you'll see anything. Okay, well, that's actually first task complete. Woo. Looks clean on the header side. I mean, from here, I'm just gonna fire it up, see if it seems any healthier. Again, I doubt it, but you don't know till you know, Considering it didn't have a muffler before, it really shouldn't be that much louder, but it certainly will be a little bit louder. All right. We'll probably have to let it warm up a little bit to be able to see if it's running incorrectly after cold idle. Who squeak? Does the alternator needs to be tighter? Someone needs to be tighter. Sounds like a boat. As I suspected, that had nothing to do with it. Now it's just fumier in here. That's super weird. Like, what are you doing right now? I would swear it's running out of fuel, but it's sitting at 38 psi. Probably the worst it's run. Let me unplug the map and see if it's still angry. Starting to wake up a little. I don't feel like it's a bad sensor. It wouldn't be so variable like that, I don't think. Too. Make sure alternator's still working. Yep. 14 volts. changes at the moment as I'm fiddling with things. It is so laggy. Kind of using the power of observation right now, just observing things, looking for things that are obviously wrong, playing with things, seeing if anything changes it. If it tries to die when I'm fiddling with something, then that's a pretty bad sign. If it runs smoother all of a sudden when I'm fiddling with something. It's interesting that the battery light is on now that it has voltage. I don't feel like it's going to do anything, but I do think we should go ahead and put the exhaust coil on. Just for the sake of, honestly, for the sake of it no longer being a thing that can be what's wrong. There's really no other reason to do it or not to do it at this point. My assumption is no MAF signal, so it's changing a bunch of shit in response, and it's seeing it because it's dead. I would agree if it didn't change when it's unplugged. The fact that it runs so differently when it's unplugged, but still runs wrong, doesn't give me the feeling that it's probably the MAF. I could be wrong. And that MAF was sitting very out in the elements too. Whew! I think we need to put the fan in the door. Get some fumes up out of here. Now we got new fumes to join the party. Where's that fan? Thank you, Neblitzer. Fan? I didn't see that. Did that happen while I was doing something? I'm pretty sure I left that fan out here. Did I put it in the other garage? Or the other room? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I didn't bring it inside. Not in there. Am I so high that I just don't see it? Oh, yep, that's what it was. No alert went off. Weird. Stream elements busted. I was watching back. Rod, you posted the other day, you were talking about your YouTube channel. As we found out with the 200 streams, wouldn't it be better if Random Park would go to normal video? It would be better. It just hasn't, we haven't had time. Like, doing it live is basically the only way to fit it into the schedule right now. It's been a matter of convenience more than a matter of doing it that way for its benefit. But it's weird, when we started doing Random Park Live, it did fine. Like, it didn't affect its viewership at all. In fact, it increased it a bit. There we go. Get some air moving. I wonder why. Let's see. Well, those are still going. We're at 310. But I don't see the gift sub in here at all. That's really weird. It's like I just missed it. Just missed it entirely. Yeah, I thought about live on Twitch, but then that just makes it so that it gets even less views on YouTube. So I don't know. I don't think there is an answer. I think I'm just boned. We're just gonna have to try to survive and hope that something comes along to like revive things.
Pregante.
Jake _ that all guy sounded the horn alarm.
That worked.
Bits for bones.
I need some bits for bones. My bones are no good. Me bones. Granted, you're the same age as me, so your bones are no good too. All right. Hey, Kaylee. No dangerous trees today, I'm sorry. It's all done. I don't know if you saw the pictures, but it's like all done. Wait, crap. I would feel a little better if the people that I'm currently working with for a video editing job would like respond. I've been kind of like riding on pins and needles about it for a month now. and I'm getting anxiety fatigue from it. All bucked up and split. Okay, maybe not completely done, but the yard is cleaned up and it's all stacked. I think we did good work. Did we necessarily do the safest work possible? Probably not, but I think we did good work. And nobody was injured. So, like, what more do you want? But there you go. Just a big old stack of wood. And no tree on tree action. Split stream win. ASMR wood cutting splitting stream. Sure, maybe in like years. That stuff got so long to dry out. That was some green wood. What do we want? Wood carving streams. I mean, I've talked about the idea of like just totally changing gears and like
Flamers 1500
getting
thanks
into
for
making
checking in
furniture.
for 54 months. Cone plays with wood. Coming soon to a stream near you.
Just remember the wet stuff will be on the bottom. Cohen plays with wood. So I'm telling you, Flamers. I'm telling you. It's gonna be the real real. I gotta remember how this all works. There was one other thing that ZK was curious about, and that was, did we hurt this coil when the ECU was bad and overheating them? Did this coil get hurt in that process? That was one theory that ZK had come up with. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this coil as well, and I'm going to put my other unused new coil on it, and then put this one on the exhaust side. And I guess that's gonna, you know, that's gonna at least give some reference for us. Okay, so let me just go to this camera for a bit. So I've got, this is the D21 coil and bracket. I'm gonna pull this apart, put the other coil on it, and then try to figure out how to get this to mount in the car. Shouldn't be too bad. Itchy head. Such a mess of stuff there, it's like hard to even tell what we're looking at. All right, can I actually remove that coil without taking the whole thing out? Doesn't look like it. Nah. That's not the worst though. We can deal with this. Let's use the big angry Phillips. I'm gonna clean my workspace. I can hardly see. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. I certainly got that tight enough, didn't I? $10 mil. Oh, that's an 11. Why the heck would I have an 11? There it is. put a different bolt on this one so that it was a more stable ground. Must remember that. Put this back in the car. Alright, and then this unplugs from here. It's 2 coils, but it's actually 3. Now we could actually use this coil, but it would just require a little bit of a different wiring setup. So how about first things first, let's just replace this coil, which is not going to be easy. As I don't think we ever got that screw loose. I'm gonna have to get the impact driver to do it. I did get PB Blaster. Did I bring it out here? I don't know that I did. I should do that. I should do that. Oh, that one did come free. Okay. Well, it shouldn't be too bad then. Use the Pepsi. Use the Pepsi. Right, we gotta loosen the housing too. If we could just loosen that housing market, it would help a lot of people. Alright. Goes like that. New one goes in like that. Yes, please. We are messing with this stuff because we never put the exhaust one on. And ZK had a theory that when we were running the car... Oh. That's weird. When we were running the car with... What would they do? Drill these out in slightly the wrong place or something? It looks that way. Yeah, that'll work. When we were running the car with a bad ECU and the coil was getting hot, there was a theory that perhaps that new coil got damaged a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and put the newest coil on the intake and then put the one that got a little hot on the exhaust. Just to remove a variable. Call it variable elimination. Because that sounds fancy. We did cut the exhaust off earlier, and it's kind of running worse than ever. So unfortunately, no advancements there. Wisdom tooth. But you lost all your wisdom now. How will you have wise? Did you have any loopy, trippy experiences after? It's gonna be dumb like the rest of us now, yeah. I still have my wisdom teeth. Doesn't show. The only thing wise about me is that I'm a wise ass. Coincidentally, that's the only ass I have too. Sorry, I realize you're not getting much view of this, but I'm just reinstalling the intake one. One of mine is fully out and sideways, but it doesn't cause me problems. Same, actually mine are pretty incorrectly. Like they're maybe like offset a little bit inwards than the rest, but honestly, all it did was on the side where I lost a tooth, it pushed that whole row up and like closed the gap up. So like, thanks Wisdom Tooth. What a bro. So this one only has one mounting. I guess I'll have to go in the car and see if that will work. It's gonna make that wire a little bit difficult. If we do it to that one, it would mostly work. That wire is pretty short, so it's gonna have to be over there. Alright. It's not the worst situation. See, sweet one. Oh right, this one came with a pigtail. Forgot about that. Alright, so this coil's gotta come off. They ain't there, bud? Wait, like you didn't get them at all? Five wisdom teeth. So wise. How'd you get so wise? Jake, I think you're going to get your name on the car for the first time. Don't forget, we're doing name on the car for 500 bits or $5 or more. Bodies are dumb. Bodies are just very stupid things. Interesting. What an interesting setup this is. Huh. Crazy. Crazy. I guess the packaging was just different on the other car, or on the truck, I should say. I mean, I guess I could do this. Oh, there's the other half of that.
Thanks, Tony.
Thank you.
No, thank you, Canoeit. What are we breaking today?
Hey,
Smiley
Canoeit.
face.
We're continuing to break the ignition system on the 200. As we've still got a pretty bad misfire. After all we've done. We're just like, dag nabbit, it's not broken enough yet. We gotta continue to break it. And dag nabbit's just fun to say. It should be just 200. As it says in the title. If you want to copy paste 200SX to say the same thing, it should be Wally. We did name the car. The car officially has a name now. The car's name is Wally. Undetermined if I want to call it Wally or Wall-E. Hi, ZK. Let me catch you up to date. We cut the exhaust off. There was nothing in it. The guts of the cat were like a little broken. Like there was some broken bits in it, but it was not destroyed. Started it up. It ran worse than ever. Let it run for a while. Never really got it to run. And now we're messing with the coils. I switched the new coil to the intake, and I put the new old coil on what is going to become the exhaust. I think ZK is officially the namee there. All right, I still have my diagram, so I know how to wire this up. Okay. So this one to coil. I'll have to cheat and look at the other one to figure out which blade of the coil it goes to. That should be easy peasy. Middle one goes to a body ground, and the left one goes to the ECU. On the plus side, like, the turbo whistles way more without a cat on there. So, I mean, there's that, you know. If we're hunting for positives, I'd call that a positive. I hope I have enough connectors for this. I didn't think about that. Did not think about that. Pretty sure I bought some. But I don't know what I did with them. Time for Cone Russell through his bag. Right, I cut the harness on the other one. I forgot about that. I did forget about that. Okay, so we will need the iron. So what I will need is basically a pair of blade females. And that's it. Which I'm sure I have. Currently looking for my wire strippers. It's been a minute since we did that kind of work. So I imagine I put them up. This wasn't what I was planning to do today, so I'm working against myself right now. What a mess. What a mess this is. I'm just gonna leave the fuel pressure gauge on there for now until we get this all sorted out. It's time for a little impromptu cleaning. We'll just clean until we find our wire strippers. Somebody say bumblebee tuna. Okay. Not dead, I'm just boring. Oh, hey, there that was. I found one thing that I was looking for a while ago. It's progress. Same.
Pumpkin.
Tucker Live said pumpkin, be bumble tuna.
Be bumble tuna. I guess I'll throw away that fan clutch. It was bad. I should metal recycle it, but I'm not going to. All right, they are officially not on the work desk place thingy. Look at these tools, though. Like, look at this mess. What about in the car? We were messing with the wiring in the back. What did I see? I guess I can turn the fan off now. Its services are no longer needed for the moment. Get rid of that background noise. They're probably right next to the nut wax, if I had to guess. Not up there. Nope. Super crimpers. Crickets. I have two different styles of wire strippers and I can't find either one right now. I don't know why I'm surprised. Oh, there's the other fuel pressure gauge. I knew I had one. Let me just find everything else besides that one thing I'm looking for. You know, S'more's not the most helpful garage attendant. Like, slightly above chat, but only slightly. That can go in the bin. Anybody want some injectors? I should start. Oh, I have a box. Never mind. I won't start a box. I'll continue the box. Box o' parts. Crusty. Might just have to do without for now. I'm growing tired of looking. Can down. Or the chair. Maybe? What is in this chair? An empty box and some gloves. So new. Remember when you said you'd be doing garage cleanup streams? Yeah. It's happening. I just had like a huge wave of sads too, so I think this is just helping me. This is just helping clear my mind at the moment. I don't know what's wrong with my brain. I think I want to keep these. Those look like something that could be handy someday. I guess I should look in the car too. Oh, cats. We're missing either pair of my wire strippers. We have strippers on the run. Oh, they were in the car. They're in the car. They're in the car. They're in the car. In the car. The wire strippers are in the car. Probably used them to pull that fuse out. I have to get a new pair of the automatic ones. The blade broke in my pair of like the quote-unquote automatic strippers. I like those a lot though. They're good. I mean, the good news is we cleaned up the garage a little bit. That's always nice. Gosh, I'm gonna have to extend that wire so little. I could probably, like, if it goes on that one, I could probably even do it. If it goes on this one, it would be easy peasy. All right, let me see if I can discern from the other coil how that's oriented. So on this one, the wire that goes to the coil is the blue. So it's the one that is up and down. Oh, yeah. Perfect. And the black one goes... Yeah, the black one goes to the car. Excellent. Okay. Well, that will work then. Did I buy 2 of those plugs? I swear I did. When we were... I swear I did. What did I do with the other plug? Boy, the one that because I like cut the harness of the car. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did not. I just can't remember. I think it would be like on this if I did. I did do it off stream. Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking. It was like a male female pack. I feel like I would have gotten 2 though, because like I had every intention of reusing that. Or doing both at the same time, I mean. Yeah, I don't know. I probably don't. Probably do not. And if I didn't see it as I was cleaning up, it's probably a pretty good indicator that I did not. And I have this memory in my brain that I don't remember if it's real or not. Like, I don't remember if it actually happened. But I had this memory of like, oh yeah, you wanted to get 2, but they didn't have 2 on the shelf. Which is very believable because, you know, part stores are ass. I mean, I do weird things quite often, yes. Alright. Thankfully, I did just remember that I have this to reuse. It's got an extra lead, but that don't matter. That just won't matter. Let me check out the continuity on these to make sure that goes the right way. Is that one? So if it installs like this, then flat one is signal. Okay, we're good. Should I cut this off or leave it? I'll leave it. It's not hurting anybody. So that one goes to the plug. This one is from the plug in. Yeah, it could be fabricated. I don't know. I don't know, man. Iron on. Woo, almost. These too small? Yeah. I've got like every size but a useful size in here. Cool, good, good, cool. Cool and good. Oh, good. I do have a box of blades if I need them. Looks like I need to buy another pack of heat shrink tubes. Getting low. Getting low on the flavors that I use commonly. I don't have any blue, so green might have to do. Keep going. Hong Kong.
Stella put $3.11 into the Cones Garage Fund, Heat Shrink Fund.
Thank you, Stellar. Just breathe in some lead. That'll help you get out of your depression. Are you depressed? Try lead today. It worked for the boomers. No, that's 60-40 lead. I hate lead-free solder. Yeah, if you are actually getting lead vapors, then you are way too hot on your iron. Hey, Shesto. That was a little clumpy. Well, it'll do. It will do. Alright, middle one to ground. This one to signal. So let's make a wire that's long enough to loop down to the base. And then put an eyelet on it. I'm sorry, Rambos. I'm sorry. I already got yelled at last night for not streaming in the evenings. I can't do nothing right. I guess these are just going to be funny colored heat shrinks. I don't have the right ones. It's just going to be what it be. Let it be, let it be. Alright, I can at least put the right color wire. So do you guys like cars? Oop, dropped it. Not really, no. I can tell. Kind of peculiar to see you around this time of day, Gasta. Got the day off? Or just a slow day? On leave because of health. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, sorry to hear that you're having health issues, but I'm happy to hear that you got leave. Depot went in and gave me leave when I broke my back. They were like, "Yeah, you can still work self-check." I lost my damn mind doing that. For whatever reason, probably because they're stupid, Depot at the time decided to put weighted self-checks in a hardware store. Like, you know how many things in a hardware store have inconsistent weights? Like, all of it. Like, pretty much the whole place. Creepy. The door just closed. That was creepy. S'mores, did you do that? What was I doing? I was gonna clamp that. you can weigh lumber on those things? Couldn't, but people would try. And there's just so many things that don't have UPCs on them too. It was just not a good idea, and it was not a good time. My brain's trying to wrap itself around that one, ZK, and I've determined that it's just better if it doesn't. ZK's a band nerd. That will work for that. Now we just need this one and this one to be able to go out to the plug of the car. Which, let me refresh my memory what that looks like. Right. Okay. But I will have to try to determine on the harness side which is which. Am I going to do the male spades thing again? It's kind of the only option I have right now. Thankfully, at least Lowe's has. I don't know if Home Depot has everywhere. Who are you, Orange Cat? They just have the ones that, like, you just scan all your stuff, and you don't even have to bag it. You can just leave it in the cart, and that's so much more logical. I'm just gonna poke around for a minute here and see if I have any kind of two-bladed connector. I'm even gonna go look on Sally. That Orange Cat, I think, is a cat that's. Oh, who are you though? Oh, you're S'mores' questionable lover, I think. Not a very friendly cat. Here, we'll go explore Sally together, and probably spy on some cats. Oh, they moved. They gone. They gone? They're gone. Okay. Well, never mind then. What do we have back here? One end of a trailer. We have one end of a two. We have two ends of a two, but they're both female ends, so that's no good. What about the engine bay? I know we stole the harness, but there should maybe be. Phew, there's no wiring left, is there? Yeah, because we kind of unhooked it right there. Huh. Phew! Smells like vinyl all up in here. Huh. It's pretty close to that same style of connector. Who is that? That has two wires. That might be a winner. Move this stuff out of the way. Kind of forgot all about the fact there's a big ass toolbox in here still. It's like attached at the bottom somehow. Is it attached to this? And if I just take these out, it'll come out? It looks like it's slide this way. Hey, get off me. Oh, that's a 4-wire. I mean, that doesn't really matter. It would still work. No, I don't think that's the one for us, unfortunately. Damn. What about up in the pedal area? Anything? Nothing jumping out at me, unfortunately. Nothing looks too appealing. Dang. Patina. I really don't want to go climbing all the way under there. All right, well, it was a cute thought, but I don't think it's going to happen. Honestly, not many spiders in there. Oh, did we get zoomed in? God, I hate that. Oh, let me go look in the side garage real quick. Hey ZK, does a single cam throttle position sensor have the same part number as the throttle position sensor on this car? Pretty sure I've got a single cam intake manifold out here. Hi lizards. Could you eat these spiders, please? Pretty please. Let's see. That's one right here. No, that's a. What are you? Oh, you're a OBD2 KA. It does have it. Oh shit! I think we have a winner. All right, you're coming with me, spiders and all. I knew these intake manifolds would come in handy someday. Let's just unplug this for the moment. I'll leave it on. I just won't touch it. Just drop it on the ground. Happy birthday to the ground. Alternator, you're just going out the way. Oh, that thing sounds bad. Right. So I think this guy right here. Oh, it's got thin ass little wires on it. Damn. Damn. I don't have the tools to repin it. Ah, I was so excited. Damn. It's a switch. Oh, okay. Well, F. See, it's a nice two into two, but look how thin these wires are. That's not gonna do me no good. Frick. All right, well, the quest continues. Not today, OBD2 intake manifold. Not today. What about the rest of these? You are 13 bottom half. They all have those thin wires. So none of these are going to be of any use to me, I don't think. Unfortunately. They all have 2-pin connectors, but they're all very small. Oh, that one doesn't have it at all. That one must be different. The uppers don't have wiring at all. Okay. Well, sure was a cute thought. It was cute. What are you? Not a Black Widow, are you? I don't think so. Have my phone on me? Oh, starter for red arrived. Nope. I don't know what you are. You're just a spider. Okay. Transmission does have some connectors on it. And some of them are the same style 2-pin. We need, what would we need? We would need it to be the female end. Oh baby, do we have a winner? God, that looks the same. Can I like take, all right, let me just get my snips. I think I may have found a female end with the right size wires on it. Listen, ZK, I'm on a mission. This is keeping my brain out of the weeds. Please be the same, please be the same, please be the same. Yes! Score! Major score. Combining an intake manifold from an S14 and a transmission from an S13. We have done it. An authentic Nissan 2-pin pigtail connector. Those wires are too small. Hey, Ant. Well, now I feel even dumber. I cut that poor harness for nothing. That's definitely smaller. Like way smaller. Well, that 30 seconds where it seemed like everything was working out felt pretty good. All right, so on this one, which way are the wires? Red is signal, which is the blue wire. Black is power, right? Yes. Yep. And it should be the same on this one, so Yeah, I guess we'll just use spades on this one. Well, it's driving the coil, so probably quite a bit of current, I would say. I don't currently know, but... I'm on TV! Let me find two... nail blades, which I should have. There's one. Got two small ones. Do I have one big one? Oh, it's in the bin over here. In the bin. These kind of sucked, but they'll work for now. Alright, how about a little section of blue wire? That will do. And we'll use this section of green for the other one. Or should I use black? I guess I'll use black because that's pretty much what it is. This is a lot of work to do nothing. But at least it'll be done. It's another thing to cross off the list, and that's kind of what we're hunting for at this point. We just gotta eliminate variables until there's nothing left to eliminate. Until we've defecated all we can defecate. Do the ICV have a connector we can test unplugging? I would have to investigate it. I don't know that I've not really looked at it that closely. I assume it's that one that was tricky to unplug. I assume it's that one. Looks like there's another plug over here. Yeah, this one. It's probably that one, that 4-wire guy right here. If I had to guess. Where does that go? Yeah, it seems like it. The other one's probably like IAT or something like that. Is the remote thing? No, it is just a valve. It is just the adjustment valve. I'm guessing they put it all the way over there because it was such a new system that they wanted it to be something that a consumer could easily access if it needed adjustment. Like it probably says in the service manual or the owner's manual how to adjust it. Like, oh, if you're driving in winter conditions, you might want to change your idle speed or something. That wire looks like crap. In the bin. Oh, that's actually a signal wire, isn't it? Yeah, I needed a thin wire. I had a thin wire in my hands and I was like, yeah, look at a thicker wire. I had the right one all along. It's easy to forget how early of a electronic fuel injection car this is. You might not like it, but this was the bleeding edge of technology. I'm sure when people start taking apart early second-gen electric cars, the same thing's going to happen where they're like, why in the world would they do it like this? Saab had electronic boost control already. Listen. The difference is theirs didn't work from the factory. It doesn't mean it actually worked. Or continued to work after 5 years. It worked for a couple of years. It's like a Hyundai. As long as it just has to work for a couple of years, it's great. That should be all wired up. Now I just gotta figure out how to mount it in the car. How's our battery level? 58%. Oh, device is warm. I guess I'm not gonna be able to use this 4A during the summer. We're gonna have to go back to the Motorola. Honestly, there's not a big difference between them, so it doesn't really matter, but
I'm at the wrong track.
Hulufu has been at the wrong track for 3 months. Thanks to @NetBlitzer for my sub gift.
you have to help me though. I saw that you changed, but I don't know how to say it. You gotta help me. Or do you want me to, let me just go with what comes to me naturally. Hulufu. 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 That's it? All right, good. Is there some inspiration? Or did you sneeze one night and went, Hulufu, and we were like, shit, I gotta change my name. I think we'll mount it in the easy spot. Easy peasy. Hue equals color. Lufu equals love. Ah, okay. Maybe it's time I change my name. What was my old PUBG name that I loved so much that I never used for anything? Huh. I can't remember what it was. I think I used it on like the test server or something. I'll have to stretch back into my deep memory places that I don't actually have. I think what I'll do is just attach that for now. Are we making progress? Is a spiral progress? I'm sorry to say that your favorite theory proved to not be true about the exhaust. Oh, does the other bolt hole not line up to the bracket? Or can it? I think it can. I just have to... Is that wire long enough to come up here? Doubt it, because I planned on it being up here. Where is that wire? Wire! Wire, where are you? Oh, there you are. I thought I lost you forever. It would have to be on that. So I need to drill a hole somehow right there. We'll figure it out. I like to think you just have a pile of wires and tubes. And it's all just a prank. I mean, I do. No more spicy questions, truckers streams. Why? All right, everybody, we're gonna work on our car today. Let's let's see here if we go ahead and change out this flux capacitor and hook it up to this alternator here, then I think you'll notice that this Fluber tube is definitely bad. Where's my battery? Sometimes you just need a little spice. Listen, I know my dad. He does not spice. If you think I don't eat spicy food, that man thinks salt is too spicy. I should unhook the battery while I'm messing with this stuff. All right, where's my punch? Before we get a little punchy here. We don't share the spicy. Hopefully I can see that mark. Hopefully I can find that screw again someday. Release! Screw! I miss you! You were like my 8th favorite screw. Oh dang. Oh dang crap. That bracket scoots in. Oh, there it is. Alright, well. I've got a better screw then. I guess I could bolt it. Just drill out that top. Yeah, let's do that. If we can actually get a drill in there. Let me make sure I have a nut and bolt that will work. I just want to make sure it's got a good ground. It doesn't actually ground through that plate at all. These might be a little small, but I've sure got enough of them of varying lengths. My 8th favorite screw. It's too big for that, but not too big for that, so that's a good thing. So I'm gonna try and fish the drill down into there somehow. I don't know how. We're gonna make it happen. Allegedly, possibly. Or we'll just cry, you know, that's always an option. Never doubt in the ability to just cry. Is this too big? It's a little large. Let me go one size down. Yeah, I've noticed quite a few people changing names. I just don't know. I don't know. I feel like the only point at which I could see doing it is like if I ever just like completely gave up on doing what I do and I wanted to completely disassociate with it. Maybe then. But I'm not creative enough to come up with new names. Obviously, I wasn't creative enough to come up with the first name. All right, I think if we go maybe from the bottom, if we start from the bottom and then we're there. Aha. Oh, don't give me that. I got time for that. Don't do it. That should do her. We'll see. Yeah, I think I might have a shorter one. Make that easier. I'm like super bad at adapting to name changes, so I'm just saying, like, don't hate me. If I use old names here and there. I don't know why. My brain is just super, super bad at relearning things. Oh, it's Kaylee. Kaylee is no longer Kaylee. Kaylee is now Butts. It was always true. See, even now, like, I know it was Cagley, but what the heck was the new name? Gone to me. I even made jokes about it, and yet still, my brain's just like, did you learn something? I can't imagine why I was so bad at school. A true mystery. Hulufu. Hulufu. I'll just have to, like, remember it as a sneeze. If I remember it as a sneeze, I'll get there. Okay. Technically, both coils are mounted. Color loofah, but not a loofah. All right. Now, this connector here, let's remember. So, the signal wire goes to the blue one, and the power wire goes to the black one. So, black. Oh, right, but I don't know which is which in the connector. Was there a way to tell, like, key on, one was 12 and one was ground, or no? I don't remember how to tell which is which. We definitely figured that out at one point. But my brain does not quite recall. Were they both supposed to be... No, I think the both being positive was
ZK says,
incorrect.
yes, unless both are 12B, and then we need another AQ.
Oh, I need another IQ, that's for damn sure. In fact, one would be good. AQ. AQ! Wait, isn't that Cagley's new name? Beep. Alright. Key on. And ground constant. So top of the T is constant. So that means the leg of the T must be signal. Has to be. Must be. So this is signal, and that goes to the leg of the T. That means this is constant. I should unpower the car before doing that. So at least if it pops, my arm's not in there for it to happen. Okay, it's all hooked up. Should we like do a crank test and check it? Be easy enough to do. Put a little wire on there. It's not a perfect fit, but it'll probably do. Throw a plug in it. You said top of the T is constant and leg is signal. That's what I said. Was that wrong? Or are you making notes? Matches my notes, okay. Stop memeing yourself? What else am I gonna do? How else will I live? Whoops! Also, my own father just said stop memeing yourself, and I'm not sure how to feel about that. Okay. Clear belts, clear belts. No nut's gonna get sucked into the intake, doesn't look like it. Nothing should happen with the engine because we have neither coil hooked up. I feel like I heard it. You fell over. Ah, wait, it's right there. We saw a blur, okay. I don't know how to fix this. How about from there? I'll zoom it in, it'll be a little unsteady, but you know. I feel like I hear it. Okay, we have spark. So much for that theory that it doesn't use the exhaust coil on startup, like that one forum thread I read was saying. Okay, all right. So now, we gotta replace all the spark plugs. Because one of them was broken on the side. We already did number one. But we might as well do them all. Which would have been a lot easier when that intake wasn't installed, but you know. KSI. Ain't no psi like a ZK psi. Also, did you double check you put the right plugs in the intake? Yes, I did. They were in very different boxes because they were two totally different style of plug. So I did do that. Oh, I must have lost my... I lost my rubber. Oh no. I gotta say, it looks a little fat. That, all right, hold on, I'm trying. That looks fat to me. Like it's sooty straight down to the porcelain at the bottom. I mean, these are old ass plugs, but, and these weren't firing. So maybe that doesn't tell us anything. Probably doesn't tell us anything. I wonder if I have a, I'm not talking like fuel that's on it. I'm talking that looks like it's been drenched, but then my brain put the pieces together. Oh yeah, that hasn't been working. That hasn't been doing anything. So that's not very useful data. It was plugging the hole, yeah. What's my purpose? You plug the hole. Oh no, Cone made a Rick and Morty reference. Ban him from society. Okay. Get out of here. This one I'll have to start by hand because I can tell it's not gonna thread straight if I try it with this socket. Good plugs, they're just super sooty. NGKR, PC, PR5Es, yeah, these are good plugs. Same exact plug, just a different core. I think those are the iridiums. Too many thoughts. I have too many thoughts about everything. we have it started, I feel a little bit safer using the extension. This last one is a little spicy. It's under the cruise control module. No, it's not too bad. Just get this out of here. Change your Twitch name, no one will know. I mean, they kind of do. Pretty rare that our opinions don't match on that kind of stuff. You're just more willing to say it out loud than I am. If I ever need to put an even colder plug in the 240, I've got them. I have my alt accounts I use to agree with Cone on things. Oh. Huh, I've never seen one. Hopefully you get to use that someday. So now we got to work out the firing order of the exhaust. It is written on the cap, but it's very hard to see. All right. I think we determined that it's the writing bolt. Yeah. Is exhaust 1, exhaust 3. Goes to the left, exhaust 2. Release! Which that sounds really weird when the magnet sticks to the car. All right. This is number 4. Number 4 is at the bottom, I think. Yep. Now number 3. Number 3 is bottom left. Yes. You're number 1. Here's number 2. Honestly, I'm going to use the shortest one for number 2. Because it's a short distance. All right, well, that looks like a rat's nest again. Now, coil, exhaust, right. Probably like this. And then hook this back up. Put the MAF back on. Did Nissan ever advertise the dual plugs as a performance thing? I'm pretty sure they did on the trucks. On the Z24 trucks. I think I recall seeing that as an advertising point. Alright, that is everybody hooked back up. Let's get rid of some tools. Are you trying to say that they weren't truthful, ZK? How dare you? How could you? Advertising be deceptive? Never. Why is the airflow meter so changed looking? I mean, it looks like every other one. Oh, because it's got a pod filter adapter on it. Is the jankiness, I guess. Okay. Fire it up. Owie. I gotta tighten that belt. Nope. There's a huge lag between when I move the throttle, nothing happens. And then eventually it starts revving up. But if I just like lean into it, it'll just die. Bad backfire. it's got 30 psi in idle, and it goes up to 40 when you rev it. So it could be, if it's lean because it's getting air. It shouldn't be getting air. Now it's real angry again. Unplug the IACV. And now it just doesn't know how to idle. But it's just a stuttery. Okay, I mean it's
ZK says, mic off. ZK says, we have no mic still, but it's the line to the brake booster.
There we go. El Gato. All right, so I can't. Here, let me. Reflection of a car driving by? Oh, okay. I mean, I certainly didn't hear or see anything going on with that. I'm gonna shift gears here quickly. I think the car is running good enough that I can get it out of here so that we can work on the 240 tomorrow. So let me change to the impact, which is somewhere. Oh, it's probably under the car. I need to get everything up from under the car too. Can you super bodge an extra ground from the engine to the chassis, even just a jumper for now? I can, but that's a fifth ground. Like, I've got 2 grounds from the transmission. I've got a ground over here. I've got a ground that goes from the head to the chassis here. I mean, I can, but like, oh my God. I realize it's always a ground. But I think this might be one of those cases where it's actually not. But I need to get it. I need to get it on the ground. I need to get it out of here for today. That's the wrong size. Hopefully the wheels fit. Please do a little voodoo dance that the wheels fit. Yeah, I mean, we've put a timing light on it and it's exactly on the mark. ZK did question whether or not, the mark had moved, but I did put the engine at top dead center and the mark lines up with top dead center. So as much as we know, it is timed right. I agree it does kind of run like a car that's not. Unless the cam timing is off, yeah, I guess. That's. I would say it runs too good for that. Like, I realize it runs bad, but it sometimes runs good. Occasionally, it runs pretty darn good. And cam timing isn't going to magically be okay. Yeah, we checked the belt, and the belt is good. It's good, and it's not new. So it doesn't look like somebody had recently done the belt and maybe, screwed it up. Probably pretty optimistic of me to think that it has enough power to drive out of here, but hi, S'mores. Well, with the brakes locked up, ZK. seen a horse? No? I'm just gonna steal 2 lug nuts from every wheel on red. That'll honestly just help us get ready for tomorrow. That's a good impact. It really makes an impact, you know? What's progress like? Both coils are in and working. Car still runs like doo-doo poo-poo. Currently putting wheels that are gonna look real stupid on it, just so I can actually roll the thing out of the garage. Tomorrow we're working on red. Backfiring through the intake is usually timing. I agree. But I don't know what else to check. I'm just kind of out of options there. How hard is it? You can take the top of the cover off. The whole front cover, that's a chore. That requires pulling the crank pulley, pulling the water pump, and that does not look fun. We could maybe pull the top and see the top mark, but getting to the bottom mark is spicy. I again think it runs too good for the cam timing to be off. And it runs intermittent, where, for 1 minute it'll run great, and the next it runs terrible. I kind of have a doubt that the cam timing is like hopping around. Compression too, like I don't think that it's like randomly losing compression. If it had a dead miss, then maybe. It's got to be the easiest cam belt to do possible, too. Please fit, please fit, please fit. Nothing goes right ever. No, it doesn't have a sticky valve. Mm-mm. Mechanically, that engine is doing great. All right, well, do the 35s fit? I doubt it. Frick, I don't have any wheel spacers. Do they fit on the back? If they fit on the back, then we can just put the 2 good 15s on the front. I would say an inch. It was hitting a lot. Hi, S'mores. All right, well, the narrow wheels will work on the back. I'll just have to put the two good-ish 15s on the front. Yeah, it was a bit much for washers. Like, it was fouling hard on the shock tower. So now it's gonna look real stupid. It was gonna look a little stupid before. Well. Oh, yeah. Those 9s would look good on the back. They would probably fit. Just need to be like 3 inches lower. Okay. Guess he didn't bring over any lug nuts. It's me. Mr. Smarty Pants. No, yeah, this car does not need 17s. Like, it could work. There's a way it could work, but it is not the look I'm going for. That's for sure. Oh, right, I don't have two 15s that hold air for very long. The only one that holds air is the one that's completely delaminated. I forgot about that. Well, just for the sake of funny, let me grab a 9 and see if it fits the front. I got 5 lug steelies, but that's it. Oh, these are heavy. I forgot how freaking heavy these wheels are. Oh no, the tread's backwards though. Yeah, there's no way. I can see it already. Nope. That was a waste of energy. Guess I'll just have to try for the 2 bestest of the restest. I mean, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Don't let the internet see. That one's pretty gnarly. This one holds air. shame that the brakes are so locked up because it's got like brand new pads on it. Just like with humans, nothing is more damaging than time. Tire foam. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to the poor tech that's got to install tires on this, and you know, someday soon, hopefully. Yeah, moisture too, but moisture plus time. This one has no air in it. How about you? That one's got a little air in it yet. I guess we'll go with this one. Real life, the long drive build here. As many sets of alloys as possible. I hope enough people end up doing builds for that, because so far I have one. Guess I'll end up using the Vipers if we don't get enough. Okay. Ooh, I've got two. In before it still doesn't have enough power to move itself. That would suck. That'd be no good. There's one feeling I hate. It's being at a loss. Like, I hate that feeling of just not even having a clue what the next step is, like where you from here. And that is just very much so how I feel right now. Look at the bug in the corner. Oh. This compressor on. Surely I didn't leave you there. Nope. Yeah, it's a drift car. That's why the mixed trims. Yeah, we're pretty much out of the obvious and into the bizarre. Temporarily donate a ratchet strap. Oh no. Well, I guess it's just gonna drag. There's a knot in the ratchet strap. Can't get short enough. Compressor, shut up. Just shut up. I mean, yeah, it's certainly better than it's ever been, but there's still something or multiple things that are fundamentally wrong. The most irritating noise. I hate that noise too. Someday I'd like to have the compressor outside. That would be nice. One thing we didn't do today was check the codes. Oh. Valve stumped that. Let me rob a cap from somebody and that'll help. Okay, well, it's just gonna go fine. Both. The answer is both, of course. Make sure the hoses aren't under the tires. There we go. Like so. And like so. Well, it's also leaking out of the entire tire, so it's a little hard to justify at the moment. Make sure that one goes down. Yep. All good. I think there's a short about that. Wow, Isaac. Just wow. I thought I had friends. That tire's already going flat. Alright. Got you, I got you. Pull. Pull. Let's put more air in that tire by the time we get the hoist out. Oh, that one's still up too far. Just hit myself in the face with a shovel. The sad part was that you couldn't even see it happen. Okay. Looks good enough to me. Let's re-air the front tire so we can make it a little bit further. Have a little less rolling resistance. It's already lost 10 pounds. Pretty much just coming out as fast as I can put it in. So let's just get it running. It's not going to close all the way, but that's fine. Good enough. Yeah, you can pretty much see. Come on, alternator. Is it really that loose, or is that a bad alternator? Oh, it's pretty loose. It'd be pretty loose. fill that tire again. I think this is the weird 13. Did I put the 13 up? Nope. Shut up. Oy vey. That's not good. Leader doesn't want to move. Oh, I had a hammer right there. There we go. That should be better. Sorry, S'mores, was that noisy? I didn't know you were in here. Hiding behind the boxes. Hi. Was that noise scary? Was that a scary noise? Come here. S'mores. Woo. What are you doing? Hey. Not having it. Simply not having it. I'll stick this over here so that the hood can close properly. That's better. You can hear it misfiring. Timing wouldn't cause it to just misfire from idle. I always forget about the door frames existing. Oh, the exhaust. It's like, what's dragging? Between the brakes and the exhaust dragging, I'm also taking a foam mat with me. RIP foam mat. It'll be fine. I wish, I wish the exhaust wasn't dragging. Because I could actually drive it around a little. I think we might be closer than we think we are. Exhaust just rattling on the axle back there. I'm gonna do one more little pull. Oh. Up. Yeah, brakes are coming alive. Clutch is really good. Transmission feels good. It just won't idle down right now. Not bad. Not bad. I wish I had gotten the exhaust off so that I could actually like drive it a little bit. Okay, well, that was encouraging. That's definitely encouraging. Could you make out anything I was saying? It actually runs a lot better than I think we thought it did. It took power pretty well. The idle is weird and it definitely has some like misfire to it, but like letting out the clutch and oh, I see, and letting it go, it took power fine and felt like it was not misfiring too bad. I don't know. What I'm saying is I don't think it's as bad as we thought it was. It's still not great, but I feel like we've made more progress than it seems. I think it partially sounds worse than it really is because the exhaust is the way it is. And it definitely does still have a little bit of a random misfire. Which could come down to vacuum leaks. Okay. Looks like we're in good enough shape for tomorrow. I'll probably do a little cleaning up, but I think we'll be fine to transition over. Need to buy some carb cleaner to spray around the intake or whatever. Yeah, I guess that's the next logical thing to do. All right. Oh, and the brakes also came to life. Like the brakes work fine, really. Like they're still hard. Like the slides need to be cleaned, but like the pedal works. It stops, which is very surprising. I think we got some names today. Actually, it's just Jake. Pretty much, I think it's just Jake. Refresh. Yep, just Jake. I think. It's the only one that I see on there. Which is weird because there has been other ones. But yeah, that's it. Okay, everybody. Have a good night. I'll go write Jake's name.